So in my opinion, the Compy is the most terrifying dinosaur. This is controversial, I know, in Jurassic Park. So I remember seeing this in the theater when it came out, and the Compy got that guy in Jurassic Park 2, was it? Yeah, like a swarm of them. Vicious scavengers. It's cool, like a little raptor. So let's draw him. Landscape page. Pencil eraser, hit pause. If I go too fast, we'll get the majority of the body in. We might get the feet in. But we'll go with those big old eyes. Right, so like the head will be like right in the top corner, and then the neck will like go this way, and then the body and tail will swing back here, and arms at the front. Okay, so we're right up here to get us started, right? So our eye, like a lemon shape, right? Kind of big old eyes. And as far as I know, doesn't have, like, they're like just brown with a pupil. You could even go just pure black, but I can see a sort of a pupil here, so just gonna add that there, circle. Right, and the rest appears to be brown. Might be maybe a bit of an iris line maybe there, but not much. So eyelids, so just these curved lines that kind of follow around the eye. And then he has this swooping sort of frown, right? Going that way. And then there'd be like bags around the eye and stuff. Around this socket. So this frown continues, right? So it's like a bone that goes nearly the whole way down the face. And the top of it then goes this way. And goes all the way down nearly to the top of the nose, right? And the back of it sort of swerves around here. And you can have some textures and stuff on this. So we've got like what looks like an ear sort of in behind here. It's like a little sort of dark sort of hole or something here. And then the back of the head will go around this. This will be the top of the mouth, curving, real pointy at the top, right? Think like kind of like the rat of the dinosaur world. Like a little scavenger going that way. And the nostril seems to be like right there at the tip. You might have like some textures just around that. And then the eyebrow on the other side of the head here. And just joins the skull around the back then. So then we got like some extra little scales and bumps and stuff like that, right? And the neck and the head become the one thing then. Coming out this way, right? So the bottom jaw then, right? So it comes out from the back here, right? So it'll go there. And the mouth's slightly open, right? Real pointy again. And then the top lip. Like so. And then the side mouth, that's skin that joins it together, like that. Remember, if I go too fast, hit your pause button. So rows of quite sharp small teeth, right? So get a bit shorter as we go up to the top then. Like little piranha teeth. And then the bottom. And then we can see the tongue coming out here. Real pointy little tongue that goes back underneath. It disappears into the back of the mouth back here somewhere. And then we can see that skin flap on the other side of the mouth there. And then we should see more teeth just coming out from behind the tongue on the other side of the gum there. Okay, and then you can add like some textures and stuff to the bottom of the face, just to make them look a bit scaly and bumpy, and circles clustered together, crisscross lines like that. Then the neck, quite long, comes out here and joins the chest and shoulder sort of down here. So we curve it that way, like an S sort of shape. And we kind of join a shoulder there. So the back, we'll bring the back out this way. Over here. Okay, right, bumpy. And the front of the chest and the shoulder. So shoulder there. Front of the chest sort of comes down here, then goes behind hands, or like a hand there. So if anyone has chickens who watches this, like it's kind of like a chicken with no feathers, like a real small one. So his leg, say, the hind leg will be here, like the drumstick, and then so he's like walking, and then the knee sort of sticks out there. Then we got the calf swooping down that way. Okay, and then the bottom of the belly comes back up around here. So arms then, so like the other shoulder would be kind of beside the neck here, right? So you got like shoulder muscles. There. And then like the tricep and elbow going down there. Hanging down like a raptor. Bicep here. Okay. And there's like fingers and stuff there, but we'll just get the back leg coming out this way before we do any hands and stuff. So it's his calf at the back, and his knee is here, or her knee. They're all female, aren't they? Looks like a kneecap. And there's a hand hanging here and an arm hanging this way. So we got like bicep, forearm, and then sort of wrist bone there. So that's kind of the shape we're dealing with now for the body. And we'll just get the tail in, swinging back here. Try and fit it in anyway. Whip it around. They have like a real big long tail, right? And we'll just have it so it's like whipping around this way. And it goes into the right into the back then. So it's like the spinal area. Back there, right? Going around. It's a real long tail. You could make it skinnier if you wanted. I don't know, that looks okay. Right, so hands then. So we've got big long claw. You just see two in this hand. Probably a little bump just at the back. And then we can see the thumb. Fingers then here. And just the knuckle, maybe this one at the back. Now, so that's the body shape, right? But we got to make it sort of look like a reptile. So texture lines, wrinkles all over, right? And we've got like a neckline up here. So he's got those like little sort of vein lines that dinosaurs have, you know, those sort of dark, wrinkly skin things on the neck. They're like a thicker black line than the rest. Just a couple of these coming down his neck. And maybe one just on the belly as well. So then we're gonna like make everything look sort of wrinkly and reptile-y, like the face, you know. So to do textures on dinosaurs, my favorite way of doing it is like imagining you're throwing a net on the creature, right? Basically. So it's a vector sort of thing. That's the kind of the fancy word for it, right? So you'll have horizontal curves and then vertical curves, right? So say like for the vertical, you'll curve around the belly like this and then down the leg, but say the belly. And around the tail. Tail is probably the easiest example actually. Right? And then down the leg. So you're doing the sort of vertical ones, say like down the leg and stuff. Then you want to go across, right? So you want to like lightly just across. Imagine it's like a net, a broken sort of net line. Say like on the leg, you'll follow the curve of the leg. And then across the back and everything. Up the chest, up the neck, like following the shape, but just like a broken line. Doesn't have to be connected or anything. See, so, and then you'll go across. Curving, and you can add those circles and dots every now and then if you want, just to make it look sort of scaly. Like that. And of course, with drawings like this, you could keep going forever and keep adding details and textures and scales and building it up and building it up. But I think I'll leave it there just to keep it simple. Compy. I don't know what the full name is. Actually, Compy, I know it's like a big long Latin sort of Compsognathus or something. But we'll just call him Compy for short. Okay, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.